I need y'all to come on in the room. Okay. I need y'all to come to the room 30 and up. Even if you're about 29, 28, if you in the vicinity, come on in. Okay. We need to talk about, and I've been seeing this all over the internet, so I know it's not just me, but it's so good to know that I'm not alone. When I hit 29, it was so difficult for me to be in my abstinence journey. Okay? And the reason why I said it this way is because before before it seemed so much easier. But like 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, the difficulty, and I'm not going to say why nobody talking about it because the girls are talking. But if I can say how difficult it has been as a Christian woman in this abstinence journey, going on 8 years. It'll be 8 years in February. I never like celebrated, but I think I need to celebrate it. I need to probably make it feel special to me, and maybe that'll keep me going. Now, that's not to say I haven't had difficulties and slip ups, and obviously, this is why we're here, okay? If we could talk one on one, just be real, like girl talk, it's been hard, okay? It's been very, very difficult, and we need to sit and chat about it, okay? So I'm gonna start by pretty much like bringing you guys into my world, understanding where I am, and then maybe we could talk about it. Like, comment below how you feeling, what's going on, what's your struggles, and we could talk. Let's chat. Let's build a community. 2017, February 2017 was when I decided. I don't think I decided at that moment, but I think, you know, just that year was like, okay, I'm abstinent. I'm done. I'm done. My journey, up until that point, I've always had like a God conscience, right? Like I've always had like that moral compass of like what's right and what's wrong. And especially like in a biblical, like Christian sense. And it wasn't nothing that was like necessarily pressured on me. It was just something within me. This is how I know for me, God is pretty much real. Pretty much. Has always been real. Why am I saying pretty much? God is real. Like, what are we talking about? Okay. Anyway, God is real. This is how I knew it because He's always just been inside of me. I've always felt His presence in me some type of way. I've always had that desire of waiting to marriage to have sex. But I also was very like, my upbringing created like this nonchalant female, just very gullible, vulnerable, but hard exterior in a sense, but also just like easily, I don't even want to say easily swayed because I feel like I was always kind of just like understanding of my worth, but just like, whatever. I just always had like that, it is what it is type of thing about me. And now that I'm older, I hate that, but I don't take away from my journey because obviously I'm here to help someone else get through theirs. But anyway, just very naive and gullible, vulnerable, and just present but not really present because one thing I did learn is sex is very mental for me. That's what I learned about myself. So I was never able to enjoy it because it was always a mental thing for me. I'm really sharing, so y'all got to join the family. Go ahead and subscribe right now. I'm giving you time because you here now. Okay. So it's always been a mental thing, and for the most part, it's always been that, and it is. Um, I feel like I didn't have much of an imagination either. In my younger years, I was kind of just like not there with my imagination. I don't know why, but as a kid though, I definitely had one. But like going into like teenage years and like young adult, it was non-existent. Um, 29 though, it was something about 29 knocking on 30 that my life shifted in that sense. Um, I was never like, oh, I'm getting deep now. I was never like the, I was never the girl that was into like masturbation and stuff like that. That wasn't my thing. I didn't like that. If For me, it was like if I'm gonna do that, I might as well do the real thing. Like, so I never did that. And I also, like I said, I think it has something to do with me not really having like that imagination. So that was that. So moving on along, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33. These are like the most difficult times, and I don't understand what it is about it. Maybe like the hormones are really different, but my like sexual drive heightened. It heightened so much, and I don't know what it is about like the ovulation and all of the things, but y'all know that it's different. And these last 4 years have been so hard, so much harder than they've ever been before in this journey. I think this video is just like to say, keep going. It's so hard. I don't know how we navigate this. Of course, like we always want to have God and bring him in and allow him to be a part of this, whatever this is that's happening. So that would be one thing, but we cannot step away and negate the fact that it is very hard being a woman in your 30s, and I mean in your 20s too. But for me, I mean, I think it's really just like that 29 going into the 30s is really hard. Like, I don't know, it's something about that just shifted for me. And this is based off my own personal experience. So that's all I could give y'all. But it's hard. Like, what are we doing? We got to pray. We got to stay prayed up. We got to renew our minds. And what I can say is, I'm kind of just like navigating it now, kind of just trying to take it in because I think this year really hit really different for me. I found myself in a different space than I've ever been before prior to. So I think I'm just kind of like flowing and trying to navigate how to deal with these different hormones and stuff like that. So I definitely want to say give yourself grace, but also like definitely keep God a part of that journey, especially during that particular part of your process. Just that, you know, that tough like period ovulation part of your life. Definitely let's find ways to bring God in and make him a part of that, because So hard. But yes, I just wanted to share. I just wanted to shed light on that a little further and just share my experience with it and just see like what are we doing about this? Like what's helping you to get through it? And it does not help also that when you are interested in somebody and you guys are around each other and all of the things, but what I can say for the most part, I have done very, very well with keeping myself in a way that I feel is commendable. But obviously, like, working towards really like being the purest is the goal, because that's what God wants for us. Like, all jokes aside, that's what He wants, and like stepping outside of that purity in even the slightest way is not okay. And I don't want to sit and make it seem like that it is okay, but it is still room to give yourself grace in that, because some things are a little bit out of our control, especially if so many of us are going through it. And I think like it's just one of those things that's a part of our human nature. So we definitely just need to lean in on God when it comes to that, to make sure that we are doing things according to His will and His way. And so that's where I am with it, and just not being so lenient about it, because I feel like with us women, and I'm gonna be real, we kind of get a little lenient about it, like, oh well, you know, we not really doing nothing for real, so it should be okay. No, it's not okay. It's not okay, sis. So we have to learn how to just control ourselves and really have that conversation with whoever it is that you're interested in, or who may be interested in you, and let them know how serious you are about that. And they should also be on the same page too. If not, then that's not something that you should be entertaining. But yeah, they should definitely be on the same page as you. And if they are not, that's probably something that you should not be entertaining. I'm gonna say it twice so you get it, okay? We have to talk about it. I think that's a part of the problem too, with just like the Christian community. I feel like now in 2024, we are definitely being more open to having that conversation. But I feel like before it wasn't really like something that was talked about. And I think that's why it was so much going on surrounding it, that people felt like they shouldn't share because nobody was talking about it. So I am happy that it is being talked about, and that's just where I am. Y'all can let me know where y'all are, and we could just talk about it. My plan in the future is definitely to have like some scripture reference, just to help us get through. And yeah, this is just something that I wanted to talk about. And I also wanted to bring awareness to it for like young women who may come across this video, who may have never saw a video of this particular context. And just to say like, I understand, I'm with you, and we could stand together. Shout out to all the women who are abstinent, all the women who are on that journey, virgins as well. Like, very, very, very proud of you guys. It's very difficult, but we are going to get through it. We are going to do what's necessary, because at the end of it all, what we have to know is that God sees all, and He really cares about us. And when we do our part, I feel like He's going to do His part. I don't know what will come of it, but I know that God is faithful, and I can look forward to the fact that we serve a faithful, a loving, an amazing God who is present, who is alive, who understands. So you're not alone, and that's all I got for y'all. So make sure y'all subscribe and make sure you like this video if it's up your alley. And I'll see y'all in my next video. Until then, peace.